Good morning, everybody. How's it going? I'm Split Sanity or Boris Crimson. I hope this is working. And today I'm going to be playing DDLC again. But before we start, I'd just like to say there will be a content warning. Oh, this is cut out of frame. Doo-doo-doo. Why is it? No. Oh no, I have this set up perfectly. But there may be suggested theme. There may be the following. There may or may not be the following warn issues. There may trigger warnings. There may be addiction slash drugs, blood, violence, cussing, death, flashing lights or eye strain, gore, self-harm, suicide, or suggestive themes. If any of these may disturb you or may have any sort of trauma, please do not continue. Viewer discretion is advised. Oop, where am I? Well, after that, welcome back. Welcome back. I know it's been a little bit of time since I've last played DDLC. Plus, but here we are again. Let's see, where do we leave off? Oh, right, my poem. Who should I show my poem to next? Let's say Yuri. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. Eh? What was that? Hmm? Should I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. I... Uh, he's going to hate me. She really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. Eh? I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a deep breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? None, actually. Sorry, I'm getting up. I know it's a surprise, but I don't have that much writing experience other than stories that I'm trying to write. Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Thank you, I appreciate that. I haven't. Really? Even even I know that. Well, that's a huge compliment coming from you. It's actually my first time, really. See? Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly and then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on that. Sorry if I sound a little weird, I'm a bit under the weather. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Really? Huh. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Hey, people are passionate what they want to be about. That, okay. I don't know why that came out wrong. Oh, why is my... Huh. What the heck? Why is that thing working? There we go. I don't know what I said all of a sudden. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning. by example and trying new things. Also, hope that everyone else in the club gave you valuable feedback. Uh, it's been a few days since I last was here, so I actually don't remember the. It's been a little bit of time, and I don't remember exactly what my feedback was. But yeah, I imagine it was valuable. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though. Biased? How? Um, well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thoughts. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Oh, that's impressive. Why is my logo on there? Okay, whatever. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Goes under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The, the last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Uh, yeah. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Eh, that's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghost, Yuri? How so? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Boris. Yeah, it's about the street lamp. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you only did glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. The few poems I've written, outside of this game, of course, I have not. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining piece of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I haven't even thought of that. That's impressive. Eh, it's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so. Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Boris. Ah, me too. I too will do the best for me, as that is what is often necessary. Who should I show my poem to next? Hmm, I don't know. This is a very tough choice. Really tough decision. I think let's say to Monica. Why not? Hi, Boris. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better. Oops, sorry. I will be right back. Gee, sorry about that. Oh my gosh, and I did this wrong. No, wasn't full screen. Okay, whatever. Sorry, I just had a quick phone call to make. If you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? All right, I'll keep that in mind. He's never going to bring anything up, is he? Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. Who knew? I'm much better off just go. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. I'm not doing that. Don't worry, Boris. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. Uh-oh, I guess it's falling apart. Oh, that may have been what the screw was doing. But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Mm-hmm. Great job, Boris. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. Yes. Yes, you did. I am full of surprises. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. Oh, that's sad. That way it always counts when I put in some effort. No, we always put in effort, even doesn't go so well. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Yep, found out just a minute ago. Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meanings out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all of their nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked, though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learning by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be little bit biased to their own kinds of styles, but I'll always hope you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Oh, that's terrible awkward silence. That's exactly what you want. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good, she says before showing me a poem that's that's written with gold and lets me see the heavens. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims not to be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. That's it? Okay. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction of the spackle protrudes? A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realized now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he on the other side was looking in. Ooh, who was looking in? So, what do you think? Oh, hey, Tuxedo Rat, how's it going? It's very free form, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of that. I like everything being straightforward and organized. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Uh, well, I'm not sure how to put it. I guess you could say I had kind of an epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. Oh, I know. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Brett, I have had a long day. Actually, no, I haven't. I woke up early-ish, earlier than I would have liked. Hold on, I gotta blow my nose because I'm under the weather, so we're gonna mute my microphone. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. Oh, the poor boy has social anxiety. That's so sad. Hold on, I'm gonna have some water. Ugh. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club, after all. I sigh. I guess that's what ended up getting myself into. Well, this is why you don't just like follow, you don't make promises to your best friends while you're not thinking about it, you know? That's usually quite helpful. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatteling? Yes. Sayori and Monica are happily chatteling. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper showing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch a bit of their expression change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration, meanwhile Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Yeah, in complete honesty, I felt not too dissimilar. Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it didn't come out nice at all. Um, well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Boris did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon. Unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. Mm, and Boris liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh god. Quick, gotta blow my nose. This is not great. Hopefully afterwards, when the stream is done, I'll figure out how to use CapCut, and I'll cut out the parts of me blowing my nose and going on a phone call, and then I'll do a slightly shorter upload. It's gonna be like 5 minutes shorter. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Eh? That's not what you're just. Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Boris appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? I. No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Ugh. Um, is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Boris started showing up. Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little. This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing here. Boris! She's trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could go get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. I actually disagree with that, mostly because of how standards are nowadays. Help me explain that to her, Boris. Wait, there's a reason why we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. Do we? I hadn't heard that many in the last couple centuries. It's the only way to convey deep, complex feelings and the meaning most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Boris? Don't put pressure on me. Well, how did I get dragged into this in the first place? Well, I can give you a flashback if you like. Simple. You watch the first stream. Mm, advertising. It's not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So of course it's gonna be Natsuki, Yuri. Help me, Sayori. Ah yes, Sayori's full name. Help me. First name Help, last name Me. Wait, no. Dang it. First name Help, middle name Me, last name Sayori. Perfect. Let's just save. Because why not? Let's do Yuri. Because I do appreciate kind of deeper thought processes. Processes? I don't know. Feels right. Natsuki, you're right that I liked your poem. See? Wait. That's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick up. That was not what the options were. Okay? You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously. Hmm, I understand. Yuri? Eh? You're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed. Well, But here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it, and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. I see. I didn't notice that I'm sorry. But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well, and if you told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that. Natsuki, that's enough. You both said some things that you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too? Natsuki clenches her fists. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped at this point being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I ended up I end up even feeling bad for her. Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head. Dang it, my nose. Ugh. Sorry, I gotta mute again. I just realized that my PNG tuber mouth is still moving after I mute because I'm only muting on OBS and I'm not actually like muting the microphone. I don't know why my nose is so clogged. I wonder if that's like what they see in game if I just stand as still as a statue and they're just confused. Sayori, she doesn't need to. You know what? I'm going to do that. It'll spare me from having to look at all of your faces right now. Without warning, Natsuki snatches up her own poem from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumples the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash. Aw, now I almost feel bad. Natsuki, she really didn't need to do that. She didn't really need to do that. I still have to work on the voices and being consistent. I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her book while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in an adjacent chair. Is she saying the word sigh? Everything alright? I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe that I acted like that. You probably hate me now. No, Yuri. How could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. Well, alright, I believe you. Thanks, Boris. You're too kind. Oh, thank you. I know, I'm the kindest. I'm thankful to have you as a part of this club now. It's nothing. One more thing. That one thing that Natsuki said about, you know, I would never do anything so shameful. So, eh? What thing did Natsuki say? Um, well, never mind that. I'm gonna go make some tea. Oh, yes, please! I need some tea. Ginger, honey, and lemon, please. Maybe some turmeric. Because that'll help my sinuses, hopefully. No, good idea. Make more than enough for one person, okay? Screw what he says. Yeah. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was all right, well, mostly. Boris, how about you? Boris, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. Nice. Nice, Boris. Junior. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I sure hope so. I think to myself. I did learn a little bit more about the kind of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can do, really? That means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. Why can't you write for the sake of writing, you know? Let's have fun. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Boris! Ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. I can't do that without... Okay. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it. Sayori? About what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No, no, no. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion after all. I can see why they'd make such good friends with you. Really? I don't. Phew. You know, Boris, it's nice I get to spend time with you now that you're in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. Interesting. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. Sigh. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the situation I'm in. Well, you always have the ability to leave. Well, I guess not really, but in theory, if you're in this situation, you should be able to leave. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Stop. We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. Pat, pat. I said that more to make to myself than her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Wait, did he say all that out loud? Okay. Yeah. Let's do this. Ooh, right. Oh, poetry time. Yay. What am I feeling right now? A bit melancholy for my lipping nose. Why is it so clogged? Tragedy, charm, inferno, loud, wrath, color, entropy. I love chaos. Milk. Ah. Skipping, pink, mouse, destiny, portrait, sadness, fickle. Fickle. All it takes is a little imagination. Adventure, dream, sparkle, determination. Wrong game. Disaster, anime, yes, anime. Universe, unre unrequited? Unrequited? Ugh. Horror. I've been into horror recently. If you couldn't tell by me playing the Dweller mod pack with some friends. Actually, Lamp actually made a new mod pack that I might play on stream, like eventually. Peaceful whirlwind, Papa, electricity, incongruent. What does incongruent mean again? Hold on, I gotta search this up. Why is it doing this? Incongruent meaning. Ah, yes, the definition of incongruent. It's an adjective. The definition is incongruent or incongruous. Thank you. I appreciate that. That is so helpful. Means not congruent or not matching or consistent. Okay. Yeah, I'm inconsistent. Secretive, anger, waterfall, misfortune, rainbow. Rainbow! Music, intellectual, dark, ribbon, vibrant, dazzle, flower, unstable. Unstable. I prefer the term split sanity, though. Split still sounds wrong. Boop. I love booping my friends. Cage, skirt, happiness, prayer, disown. Dark. Vitality, giggle, variance, beauty. Let's do happiness. Meager, fun, lipstick, hair, feathered, shrubbery, disoriented. Silly, time, uncanny, depression. Peace, bunny, hop, extraordinary. Actually, I am extraordinary. No one else is more ordinary than me. Explode, embrace, blanket, disarray, raindrops. Dicky. Ah, yes, my friends. Defeat, awesome, clouds, starscape, misery, Doki Doki. Ah, sounds very familiar. I don't know why. Holiday, candy, extreme, infinite. I didn't even have to read the rest. Playground, puppy, pout, fireworks, swimsuit, fester, death. Oh, that was a little dark. Can I boot them? I don't know if those are timed or just okay. Rain cloud, empty, scars, email, heart, contamination. Jump, philosophy, nature, forgive, tenacious, promise, unrestrained, uncontrollable, clumsy, soft. I am uncontrollable. I will not be controlled. Is my mouse on the screen? Oh, whoops. I forgot about that. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Boris. Yo, Sayori. I can't imagine myself saying that in real life. Oh, golly. Oh, by the way, in real life, I am bright pink with green and yellow ears. I am just covered in fur head to toe. Hmm, yes. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I really can't do that. I'm still just not. I'm still not just. I'm still just not used. Gosh, why? I'm. Reading isn't working. Work. Ah. I'm just still not used to you being in the club here after all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyways. Yes, like death. It's simple. Speaking of which, I'm kind of hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. What? That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Awfully invasive. Why that all of a sudden? No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Oh yes, the inside of your best friend's purse. Normal. Uh, Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and let its contents spill onto the desk. Only two small coins fall out. She's just like me. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming into the classroom. So either you're not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. So true. And so that only leaves one option. Ah! I don't know how to do that. I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you totally deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. Eh? I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book as always. I wasn't listening in or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri, tell Boris to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford, and frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. That was too many words. Did I just... I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed into my book. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad and now I have to accept the revolution. Yes. Revolt. Oh, what did I just click? Retribution. That! Aw, I preferred revolution. Still, coming from you, Sayori, I guess there's a little devil inside of all of us, isn't there? Yes. Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys that she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. I distinctly remember you saying I came to this club solely for the cupcakes, and that Natsuki would be pissed off if I told her that. Boris, you got something you want to tell me? Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Did I translate? I'm assuming that clap went through. Yeah! Ow! What was that? Eh? A cookie! Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I repaid my restitution. Genius. Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Oh, what is... Oop, did I get comment? Nope. Sayori suddenly clasps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez, beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Sorry, give me a moment. Ash from Ashism is currently giving me a choice. Vampires or Barbie vampires or regular Barbie Vampress or regular Vampress? Reg Vampress. I have no idea what Vampress is. I'm assuming that's vampires. I don't know. This came out of nowhere. Oh my god, she's calling me. Also, hi, welcome to the stream, Hutcha. Hutjira. Hold on, let me see. Ash just called. I'm gonna put her on speakerphone. Ash, what's up? I'm streaming.
Hold on.
You better be watching my stream.
Hey? Hello?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yeah.
You better be watching my stream now.
I am going to go into your stream, but I have to pick between regular Vampiress or Vampiress Barbie.
What is Vampress?
A vampire queen.
Why can't it just be called the Vampire Queen or Lady Decimetru? Dimitru? Decimi?
So, what's that? There's a vampire.
Alright, whatever. Is that all you wanted? Is that all you wanted?
No, another question. Crown necklace. Instead of just being a blood vial.
Oh, is this for Halloween?
Yeah, for Halloween.
What character will it be? Is it like Lady Dimitru? Decimetru?
Think about this. Think about this.
The pearl necklace then, because she's more iconic with. I think she has a pearl necklace. Also, by the way, I am putting you on speakerphone so that everyone else can enjoy what's happening right now.
I specifically Lady Permission, but that's the idea. That's the idea that we're going for.
Nice. All right.
Should it be a butterfly or not a butterfly?
Butterfly. I think it should be a butterfly.
Yeah.
Fairy Lady Dimitru. I have no idea what that meant, but oh well. All right, now watch my stream.
Hold on, I'm finishing this up, and then I'm gonna watch you. I'm gonna go fix your shoes.
Yay! We get Ashism. All right, I'm taking. I'm gonna hang up now. I'm gonna continue playing DDLC Plus.
Yeah, you can go do that.
Thank you. I'm glad I have your blessing.
Yeah, because I'm gonna be watching it, and if you didn't have my blessing, it would be very hateful.
I know. I imagine. All right, talk to you later. Make sure to leave a like, and wait. Make sure to boot that. Make sure to boot that like button and nuzzle that subscribe button.
Here we go. Okay. Ready?
Bye bye. Make sure to leave a comment as well. I need that sweet conversation.
Ready?
This is hilarious.
The wings, the teeth, the blood.
Yeah. Can we do? I can't believe you talked me into as soon as I'm streaming. That's crazy.
I was like, Barbie never wants business, but I want to do Barbie. Okay, are you ready?
Yeah.
You can how much?
All right, talk to you later.
Yeah.
Oh golly, see ya. And we're back. That was certainly an event. Let's see, what did Sparrow say? Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. I'm still really happy that you shared this one with me. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki and wraps her arms around her. Oh, jeez. I get it, I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Um, Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a big bite of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Did he seriously just do that? Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. He's just such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori? Eh? Natsuki glances around. Monica is in the club room. Ugh, where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She's probably had just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. Eh? You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. It hurts, but it's probably true. That's true. Excuse me? Suddenly, the door swings open. Wha-bam! Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Eh? Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Yeah, I wasn't with her. So yeah. Never mind that. What held you up anyways? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. I don't really. I just kind of started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica. That's. Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yes, I love to play piano. I'm not very good. Hi, Ashism, welcome. I'm not very good, but Lamp is surprisingly good. A lot of my friends recently are good at playing. Admiral's good at playing piano. Um, so is Lamp. That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Boris. Yes, single me out specifically. Monica saw sweetly. I didn't mean to put pressure or anything like that. Don't worry, I've been practicing for a whole lot recently, and I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. Well, in that case, best of luck. That's it. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. I chose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. Looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori has already managed to finish her entire cookie. Yeah, that predicament I would have well. Yuri is back in her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. I just think my friends. Hey, Yuri. Eh? Ah. I suddenly noticed that Yuri is reading a different book from the one we've been reading together. That. Yeah, she's no longer reading with you. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. No, I was just kind of waiting for you. Sorry, I gotta blow my nose again. Ugh. Also, make sure to drink water since we're paused right now. I'm gonna put on the be right back screen, because why not? I just realized that I'm pretty sure the Be Right Back screen is off by a pixel, and that's really irritating. No! I spent so long. Is the loading screen? Oh my gosh, the loading screen is also off by a pixel. Is content warning? No. Wait, why is content warning okay? No, that's such a pain. I'm not redoing that because that took too long. Ah. Oh yeah, I forgot to drink water. I was just kind of waiting for you. Ah, if that's the case, why don't we just go ahead and get started? Yes, let's. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Yes, please. Not at all. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. Everyone's going in the closet now. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk and we'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I walk. Oh, what did I say? Oh, I forgot. I simply watch her movements. Creepy. To my surprise, the way that she moves really contrasts to her speaking mannerisms. Fluid. Especially because of her long legs. Yuri appears elegant and methodical. The way that people speak and the way that people use their body is two different things. But whatever. Especially because of her long legs. Oh. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks. Thanks. I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. Yeah, why not? Shall we go then? Yeah. Hmm? Where are you two off to? We're just... Yuri was going to make some tea, so... I suddenly realized how weird it sounds to explain this to Monica. Is it? We're just filling the water pitcher. Ah, okay. Sorry, I was just a bit curious. It's kind of a one-person job, isn't it? That's... Monica, please mind your own business for once. Or do you want to tell me that there's something wrong with helping involve Boris in club activities? My mouth gapes. I I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Then let's go, Boris. Ah, Yuri quickly exits the room and I follow. Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall. Nice. I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that? Yuri, I just think about the way she said that. It made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me? No, Yuri. I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting you, but no. It's also not right for Monica to judge people like that. Boris, how come even when I do something bad, you're being so nice to me? Because nothing you do is as bad as you make it seem in your head. Nobody's perfect. We have emotions and we can't always hide them away. But you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain shower to a hurricane. No, wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that? Why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that? Friend, you say? Yuri lifts her head. Boris, I really like being friends with you. Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you too. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that. Yeah, I felt awkward saying that out loud and reading it. But I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyway, yeah. Shall we go? Yeah. Yuri and I walk to the nearest water fountain. Once we fill up the water pitcher, we return to the classroom. Boris, do you like oolong tea? I'm a big fan of black or green tea. So yeah. No, my mouse cursor does. I can't tell where's my mouse cursor. I'm just gonna hide that off screen. Yeah, anything is fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. I'm assuming that's Celsius. Oh, wait, no, because Celsius, that would be far beyond boiling, so that's Fahrenheit. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others, even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything. In that case, you'll only be more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show, and you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try expressing myself a little more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do. Oh, it is for me. Struggle very much. When it's you who's around anyway. Ah, that's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Morris. It's very endearing. That's... Yuri wasn't kidding. I, I don't even know how I can keep up with this. Did you say I couldn't keep up? Oh, I don't remember that. I watched Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Boris, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Why's that? It's just a little easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. That's valid. I also prefer reading on the floor. Ooh, sorry. That was weird. This lagged. In real life, not in game. What the heck? I'm so confused. Sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Oh yeah, so do I. I used to have really bad back pain for a while. Do a lot of ab workouts. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's most likely because my, your posture, right? Nice save. Always hunched over like that while reading. Yes, I have terrible reading posture. Hmm, yes. So that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieved the book from my bag. Oh, I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies that I kept hidden from Sayori's candy radar. Oh, he's so used to friends stealing his candy. I take it since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book, except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to... How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? I don't know. Maybe by reading. Yuri was always kind of cute, but with his being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus, because now I have to make sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. It's not that difficult. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. Make sure to breathe properly while you're watching this, because I forget to breathe in. I use all of my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little. I push the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry. I briefly let go of the book and finish opening the wrapper. Get up as much as you want. That's that's okay. I won't take any. Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then I might get smudges on the pages. Ah, you're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Well, I'm just gonna save because why not? This feels like a good time to save. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have a harder time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri is totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. And then I take another chocolate, and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if this situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively put the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Eh? Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Um, Boris, sorry, because I shouldn't have done that. That's, well, you were just helping. That's something that friends do, right? I mean, not really in this kind of contest. I mean, sure, why not? Yeah, that's all it was. Yeah, then you don't need to stop or anything. I see. The situation has gotten really tense. Yuri tries to return to the book, but I can tell just by her expression that she can't even focus now. Ah, you are just one and the same, little junior. My heart is pounding. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers, but this time Yuri's eyes meet mine. How did it even come to this? Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. I notice her chest rising and falling to the rhythm of her breaths. I raise my arm. Like before, Yuri parts her lips, but it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. I feel her hot breath on my fingers. Okay, everyone! This sudden jump. Sorry, I was not expecting that. Give me a moment. I need water. So, ugh, Yuri jolts back. It's time to share poems. Boris, you can help Yuri put away the tea stuff, right? Yeah, of course. Okay, thanks. The spell is abruptly broken. I'll take care of the cups. Yeah. Yuri picks up the teacups from the floor. I pick up the bag of chocolates. In the end, we hastily clean up without so much as a word between us. I get the feeling this is something neither of us will have the courage to bring up. Don't be anxious. Who should I show my poem to first? No, I forgot to state. I'm so used to using her MP. Let's do it to Yuri since we were just talking with her. Let's see what you've written for today. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? Boris, this one might even be better than yesterday's. How did you pick up on this so quickly? I pressed random words and somehow made a poem. Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. No, thank you, but I just had a really good time just clicking buttons, you know? I really wanted to try giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallowed. Even her hands appeared sweaty. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine, take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so offer the patience to her. Yeah, just being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy. Are you saying you've never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really, I don't believe it. I really only write for myself, and besides, people would just laugh at me. Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh, even your close friends? Yuri doesn't respond to that. Oh, she's a little lonely. I wonder why. Anyway, you want to share the poem you wrote today? What a supportive friend who was just feeding his friend chocolate earlier. Yeah, I do. If it's with you. The raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. With that, I believe it's the first time I've noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences. Well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. My bread, the bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon, an urge. I wasn't sure if that was an I or a U. The moon increments its phase and it reflects that much more light off my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread fresh and soft, the raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. We call that anthropomorphizing. That's one of the big words I know. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, that raccoon shows me its excitement, a rush of blood. Classic Pavlovian conditioning. Pavlov. I slice the bit bread, and I feel myself again. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right, it's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express my vivid imagery and conveying my emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, that I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something different that people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express that it feels the way that it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sort of things that I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep them to yourself? Because they're embarrassing, and people would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Boris? Well, yeah, I guess I do. Like my alleged anime addiction. That forward that, right? Junior, where did my... I dropped the thing. Oh, that's irritating. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities. Even if it's difficult sometimes and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now. No, please, keep ranting. I love embracing weirdness. Look at me. I am a bright pink cat type thing that's in a bright blue room with green corner? I'm actually not too sure. Hold on. Doo-doo-doo. What is my room? I haven't really looked at it since I moved in. Bookshelf, it's on the wall, night sky. Yep, that's about right. But I'm glad that you're a good listener. You're good at a lot of things. Writing, listening. There really aren't many people like you, Boris. That's exaggerating a little bit. Nope. She's right. There is nobody else in the world like me. It's just how I feel. I never thought I would feel so comfortable about sharing my writing. But now, I almost feel like I look forward to it. It's just a really nice feeling. And you're to thank for that. It's nothing really. Yuri smiles sincerely at me. For just a moment, her timidness seems to disappear. Who should I show my poem to next? Let's say, Matsuki, because I kind of... Sorry, Junior feels bad for her. Hmm, I liked your last one better. Really? Well, yeah, I can tell you were a little more daring with this one, but you're really not good enough for that. It fell flat. That may be true, but I just wanted to try something different. I'm still figuring this all out. I mean, I always like poems that aren't trying too hard. I hate when people try to sound fancy or add more meaning just by using annoying and complicated language. Just make it simple, cute, and to the point. I honestly do prefer things that are to the point. Yuri's head over heels for all this cryptic nonsense, but I see right through that BS. Making your reader look so hard for all this deep meaning is just an excuse to have no meaning at all. Uh, Disagree. I guess that's one way to look at it. Well, everyone has their own opinion, but my opinion is the best opinion. I'm sure you figured that out already. I just remembered something about opinions. Er, anyway, here's my poem. Maybe you'll learn something. Little egotistical. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Oh, really? I couldn't have guessed. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders, and that's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I've heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Oops. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried to not let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. You're afraid to like spiders? I like spiders. I used to like spiders a lot more, but I don't like scorpions. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter how if she doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. I'm going to tell everybody. Ooh, I don't like this. The narrator of this. Why is my nose clogged again? Dang it. That's a kid. You think the world is better off without me? That's a little hurtful. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyways, the message is pretty straightforward in the poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies, and it helps people realize how stupid they were being. Like, anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Mmm, that's icky. That sounds a little familiar. Uh-oh. I just apparently Natsuki's in my YouTube. Uh-oh, I feel a little bit pressured. Do you know people like that? Yes, you do, Junior. You're talking to one. Of course, it's about how everyone thinks my. It doesn't matter. It can be about anything. Letting her true colors show. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or a guilty pleasure, something that you're afraid of people to find out. They'd make fun of you if they think less of you. Yeah, but that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Huh, that's funny. Ooh, I just did something. Yuri wrote about something similar today. Huh? Did you say Yuri? Yeah. She said her poems were about an unusual hobby of hers. I didn't really get it, but she said something similar to her to you. Yeah, Yuri likes to um re- feed raccoons. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm sorry, I just had to let my cat out of the house, out of my room. That people shouldn't make each other feel insecure about those things. Really? Well, I mean, Jeffrey's pretty weird, so I wouldn't doubt that she has some weird hobbies. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It's not like I would judge her or anything. Nice. Smooth. That's he's having trouble finding the right words. I guess I should try not to be so mean to her. She feels insecure about her weird behaviors and stuff. I mean, I always hate people who make me feel insecure. That's awfully interesting considering what you literally said to Yuri yesterday, but who am I to judge? Hooch, yeah, I'm still in the first act. Yeah, you're right, Natsuki. I'm still in Act 1. Sorry, this is going a little bit slower than I thought it would because I'm not that fast at reading. Mostly have to blow my nose a lot. And Yuri made me feel insecure yesterday. Yeah, I think it went both ways, actually. But the way you put it, it sounds like she's learned her lesson. Well, I would say so. Even if her writing style is different, I'm sure she appreciates the message in your poem. That's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like, conveying emotions is important, but I want to make people think, not just feel. This is contradictory. This is so contradicting. Remember that. I'm going to write a good one for tomorrow, so look forward to it. Who should I show my poems next? I'll have to go right after this, but let's see if I can speed through Sayori's. I'm not sure who I'm going for yet. I'm trying to just, I have nobody. I'm just thinking, hopefully. Sayori. Ooh, I like this one, Boris. It has some nice feelings in it. I'm glad. Does that mean it's better than yesterday's? Let me think. I don't know. I guess I like them both. Thank you. Helpful. That's not very helpful, you know. Junior can be so like me for real, sometimes. Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad, but that's why just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Oh, the title. Oh my gosh, I've been pronouncing my friend's last name wrong. So my friend, Hutyra is my friend Yura, and I'm gonna have her tell me how to pronounce her name later. That's so upsetting. And then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of lighting you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Ugh, why didn't you at least try giving it some thought? Oh, you want to write something for me? Wait, oh, no, I'm a fool. I'm a fool. Sorry, sorry, can you message me which one this is? Oh no, I'm a fool. I'm sorry. I got confused. Oh, I said the wrong thing. Is it? Oh, it's Amelia. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh no, wrong friend, wrong friend. Ah. Okay, I gotta leave now before I'm gonna get jumped by my friend Amelia. I'm so sorry. Oh no. Alright, well, with that, I shall take my leave. Make sure that I gotta leave before she comes bonking on my door. Make sure to boop that like. I'm gonna save here. I know, sorry it's a bit interrupted. How do I save? I always forget. Sorry that this is kind of last minute. I just have some plans to do, and I have to leave sooner than I thought it would. I thought this would be a little bit faster. Ah, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Amelia. I didn't realize. Oh golly, this is just pure soul. This is just soil. But make sure to boop that like button and nuzzle that subscribe button. I am Split Sanity, aka Boris Crimson, and I will take my leave. Goodbye.